Hey, how are ya? Welcome to the official Stone Creek Coffee EK43 calibration video. We start with our beautiful EK43. Does exactly what we need it to all the time, unless it's out of calibration, and that's why we're here. We're going to show you how, in your cafe, to calibrate your EK43 so that it's in parameters to all of the different uses that we need it for here at Stone Creek. So, the tools you're going to need. Protractor. Nice green one, nice blue one. Doesn't matter as long as it's a protractor with this nice center slot that allows you to change the angle and have a reference. That's all you need. Well, and plus two other tools. You need your Allen key. Can't remember the size of it, but hey, that's fine. And then we have a Husky, doesn't have to be Husky, but a flathead screwdriver. You should have a flathead screwdriver by your bar tools, anything like that that you use to mess with anything with your bar. So, as long as you have those three tools, then we can get started. We're going to take our Allen key first, remember, 3mm. We're going to take our collar here, this black collar, and move it all the way to the one mark. And we're going to take this Allen key and do a half turn here and loosen these two Allen bolts that are inside holding this collar to the center, I guess, what would you call it? Center post. We'll call it a center post. And you're going to take it underneath here to the other Allen slot here and do a half turn until it's loose and that center post is not moving while you move this outer collar. So the whole reason we're doing that is we want to move this collar, or this post, which controls the distance of the burrs inside, without moving this collar. So we want to make sure that it's always staying on one while we're doing this. So we're going to turn on the EK43 and we're going to take our flathead screwdriver and we're going to turn this center post until we start to hear those burrs chatter. Once we get to that point where the burrs are chattering, we want to pull it just off until it's quiet again. So we'll show you how that sounds here. So that's the burrs chattering, and you're going to slowly back it to the left until they stop, until it's nice and quiet, and then that is the point where we're going to start our calibration. So we're going to take our protractor, and we're going to move it to the 45-degree angle section here, and the Stone Creek Coffee calibration method is to move it 45 degrees off of 0, which 0 is when the burrs are just off of touching. So we're going to line up this 45-degree angle, right, make sure we're still on that 45, right with that center post, and we're going to take our flathead screwdriver and we're going to turn it to the left, holding the collar with your pinky, or if it moves it's okay as long as you bring it back to 0 before you tighten it down. But we're going to turn this center post with our flathead screwdriver until it's parallel with the bottom of the protractor. Right there. Now we're parallel next to each other. That's how we know we're 45 degrees off of where those burrs were touching. So that's 45 degrees off 0. So that's it. Now you're calibrated. We're going to take our 3mm Allen key here and tighten these posts right back down. Make sure that collar is tightened back onto that center post so that they move in tandem, just like that. And be careful as you're tightening down these two I guess they're the Allen posts. Make sure that you don't tighten it down too much because this plastic is really fragile and it can crack. Just keep that in mind as you're doing this. But making sure it's just that half turn, they're nice and tight, moving together, moving in tandem. That's it. Your EK is now calibrated. To test your calibration, all you got to do is turn it to 14 or wherever I believe it's 14, which is where the V60 setting is. Make it V60, and if it's within parameters, you're good to go. And that's it. It's as simple as that. I don't know how to end it. I never know how to end it.